Under the Bucket with the Winkler Flyers. We're joined by Dalton Andrew this morning. Dalton, we just barely told you that we were going to test you with some WWE theme songs. And how do you feel going into this? Do you think you'll do good?
I think I might be able to get a couple.
Awesome, we're good. And from the message that we got about you, it said that you were a big fan of The Undertaker and you would wear the big black coat, which looks like you're wearing something like that today. So what was it about The Undertaker that you were like, that one's for me?
I think it was when he would roll his eyes back.
Yeah.
It's what got me into him.
It is a cool trick. I know when I used to watch as a kid, that would terrify me. I was like, this is scary. I don't like this. So we got some clips here ready to go. And the first one sounds like this.
I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me.
So Dalton, which one is that? Which superstar is that?
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton would be the right answer. You got the first one correct. That one was pretty easy.
Yeah.
And so we'll move on to the second one, which sounds like this.
Every step she takes, my blood is flowing. Her legs go on and on.
An interesting one, maybe a more difficult one. Do you know that one, Dalton?
No, I got no idea.
He's got no idea. That one was a Diva Maria. So have you heard that music before and you just weren't able to place it? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It was always a good one. I used to jam to that one. We'll go to the next one. The third one sounds like this.
What's up? Stand up and say what's up.
There we go. That's the next one there. Do you recognize it first?
I definitely recognize it, but I can't think of the name.
So that one was R-Truth. I don't know if you remember watching that guy who's always running around. So he's nodding his head like he knows these. Sometimes it's just hard to place. And the last one is like this, Dalton. There we go. That's the last one. Which one is that?
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho is right. He got it. He was 2 for 4. I think that's a good score, Dalton.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that.
And we're excited to talk about what's going on with the Winkler Flyer Hockey Club there. But first off, being from Brandon, can you talk about what somebody does when they grow up in Brandon? What do you guys spend most of the time doing out there?
It's pretty similar to being here. It's obviously just a little bit bigger of a city, but that's basically the same.
Basically the same, kind of just spending time maybe on an outdoor rink or playing hockey often when you were younger.
Yeah, I grew up playing hockey and baseball when I was younger. I love sports since I was a young age.
Absolutely. And so we were just really talking about, going back up to Brandon, and we were talking about you guys' road trip up to Selkirk this past weekend during that blizzard.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what that experience was like leaving on Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, obviously the roads weren't great, but, we had a game to play, so we got there. Our bus driver got us there safe so we could get the game in, and we picked up 2 points while we were there.
It was worth the trip, obviously.
Yeah.
And you said on the way there you witnessed a couple of vehicles in the ditch. Some folks not as lucky as you guys to make it to Selkirk.
Yeah, there's a couple of semis and a couple of cars in the ditch.
When you're in that atmosphere, you're on the road with the whole team. Are people kind of worried about the storm, or just kind of focusing on the game and getting there?
I think everyone was just focusing on the game. Had their headphones on, weren't paying too much attention to looking out the window.
Absolutely, and you picked up those 2 points, and obviously yesterday a near loss for the Flyers and losing that lead right there at the end. Can you talk about what that was like?
Yeah, it was tough because we played a good full 60 minutes, and I think we had control of that game for all of the game, actually, and they just had a lucky bounce with an empty net. It was a nice play by them, but that's a tough one. And then we went into overtime, and they just found a 2-on-1, and they put it away. But I still think we outplayed them, and I think we're like the better team.
It's good to come out with that attitude and getting ready for a couple of more games. And so I know you had a game last night. We got you here early this morning. When are you guys back on the ice practicing and getting ready?
We'll probably practice later today and then back at it tomorrow.
And so as you guys get ready for the game, can you talk about what the messaging is like from Justin Falk ahead of this game? What is he kind of directing you guys to get back in that win column?
I think he just wants us to play our game, stick to details, which has been a big thing for us this year, and just continue to work, and I think we should be fine.
Absolutely. Dalton, thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me.